Hello and welcome to my video on the history of peanut butter and jelly sandwich speedruns. That's right, you heard me correctly. Speedruns of making and eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It all started back in the early days of YouTube, where a group of friends decided to see who could make and eat a PB&J sandwich the fastest. From there, it caught on as a fun, lighthearted challenge among the online gaming community. As time went on, the competition grew and evolved, with speedrunners experimenting with different bread types, spreading techniques, and even adding additional ingredients to their sandwiches. The history of speedrunning peanut butter and jelly sandwiches dates back to the early 2000s, when a group of dedicated sandwich enthusiasts began to compete against each other to see who could make the perfect sandwich the fastest. At first, the competitions were informal, with participants using whatever ingredients they had on hand and no set rules or guidelines. As the sport grew in popularity, a set of standardized rules and regulations were established, including the requirement that all sandwiches must be made with white bread, creamy peanut butter, and grape jelly. Participants were also required to use a specific brand of butter knife and were timed to the 100th of a second. The first official world record holder was Gobbler 7821, who set the record at 8.2 seconds in 2008. He held the title for several years, but in 2012, a new challenger emerged, Jelly Jolt. Jelly Jolt was a young, up-and-coming speedrunner who had been honing his skills for years. He had a unique technique that involved spreading the peanut butter and jelly in a specific pattern on the bread, which allowed him to complete the sandwich faster. In the summer of 2012, Jelly Jolt entered the annual speedrunning competition and shocked the crowd by beating Gobbler 7821's record by 0.1 seconds. He had officially set the new world record at 8.1 seconds. Gobbler 7821 was gracious in defeat and even congratulated Jelly Jolt on his achievement. From that day on, Jelly Jolt became known as the king of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and held the world record for several years. But in 2018, a new challenger emerged, Peanut Pacer 99. Peanut Pacer 99 was a lesser-known speedrunner who had been honing his skills in secret for months. He had developed a new strategy that he called the jelly skip. This technique involved skipping the jelly altogether and using a special type of peanut butter that was infused with grape jelly. In the annual speedrunning competition that year, Peanut Pacer 99 shocked the crowd by completing his sandwich in just 7.1 seconds, breaking Jelly Jolt's record by a full second. Jelly Jolt was distraught, but in defeat even congratulated Peanut Pacer 99 on his achievement. Peanut Pacer 99's new strategy had given him the edge, and he went on to hold the world record for several years. Other speedrunners began experimenting with the jelly skip technique, but none were able to beat Peanut Pacer 99's record. He became known as the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches prodigy, and his achievement was recognized globally. As the sport of speedrunning peanut butter and jelly sandwiches continued to evolve, new techniques and strategies were developed. But Peanut Pacer 99's record still stands as one of the single greatest leaps in the history of peanut butter and jelly speedruns. He inspired a new generation of speedrunners and continues to be a respected figure in the world of sandwich making. After Peanut Pacer 99's record-breaking performance, Many speedrunners had given up hope of ever breaking his record, but one former champion was not ready to retire just yet. Gobbler 7821, the first official world record holder, had been silent on forums for years, but behind the scenes, he had been training and honing his craft for more than 12 hours a day. Finally, on Tuesday, August 17, 2021, Gobbler 7821 returned to the peanut butter and jelly sandwich speedrunning scene with a new strategy that he called the assembly skip. This technique involved skipping the creation of the sandwich altogether and instead using a special type of pre-made sandwich that he had developed. He called it the Uncrustable. At the annual speedrunning virtual competition, Gobbler 7821 shocked the world by completing a sandwich in just 2.4 seconds, breaking Peanut Pacer 99's record by an astonishing 4.7 seconds. Peanut Pacer 99 and Jelly Jolt were astonished by this revolutionary breakthrough in PB&J technology, and congratulated Gobbler 7821 on his achievement. Gobbler 7821's new assembly skip tactic had given him the edge, and he went on to hold the world record until this day. Other speedrunners began experimenting with the assembly skip technique, but none were able to beat Gobbler 7821's record. He became known as the Sandwich Sorcerer, and his achievement was recognized globally as the greatest achievement in sandwich making history. The sport of speedrunning peanut butter and jelly sandwiches had come full circle, and Gobbler 7821 had proven that even the most experienced speedrunners still had something to prove. His achievement inspired a new generation of speedrunners to push the boundaries and strive for perfection, and the sport continues to evolve and grow to this day.